episode 42. Thank you all for listening to episode 41. You lose! Of the Elise story. I'm Gary, here with my co-host.
Not the Elise.
Perfect. Thanks to Wes Anderson.
Mr. Perfect?
No, damn it.
No, it's just Bear.
I was ready to go right into it, too.
I know you were, but I stopped you.
That's okay.
Running off the game right here.
Dude, so terrible. Thanks to Wes Anderson for Moments in Time. Check him out at Wes Anderson Music on Facebook. Give him a follow on Twitter at SongsByWes. I'm going to let you thank the sponsors because you're not ready for it.
I don't want to thank the sponsors. All right, fine. All wear clothing, not sports. Thanks, Brandon, there. That's the OG. Wait a second. You just want me to thank the sponsors so you can give a place for Crandall's Quality Lawn Care.
I didn't even think about
the Toledo and surrounding areas and not?
The ex-wife's garage. That doesn't make sense.
Well, yeah, that is Toledo and the surrounding area. Okay,
Son of a bitch.
This is why I do this.
Thanks to Crandall's Quality Lawn Care, 419-704-5471. They serve the Toledo and surrounding area and not
Tacoma, Washington.
I like it.
No, thanks.
We'll go with that.
It was either that or Toronto, Ontario, Canada.
You know what that reminds me of since we're on the wrestling show?
Edge and Christian?
No.
Oh.
Jericho. Go back to Toronto. I'm from Winnipeg, you idiot. That's one of the best things he ever did.
Oh, man. That is classic. Okay, sorry.
You're still going good with the sponsor, so I'll let you continue.
Yeah, I know. Tim and Stephanie from Verizon, thank you.
Who?
Tim and Stephanie from Verizon. It was Tim and Stephanie, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, okay. I thought it was right. I was about to say, I'm on my game today. Cassandra from PNC. Credit score still above 800. Still haven't gotten that new credit card, though. I'm still waiting on that. I didn't tell you about that. So I yelled at them last week because they sent me the stupid Arizona Cardinals one.
Did you get the new one?
No, not yet. Still waiting on the Cowboys one. So I'm just patient.
You did tell us. You told the show about it.
Yeah, but did I tell you? No, because I just called about it. I didn't say that I called him yet. I just got the wrong one, so I finally got it. So I finally got the Arizona Cardinals one. So now I had to set up my account and then call them to have an account with them. And they're like,
I thought you told me I thought you said on the show that you called them and said you are not spending one dime on this card until you get your Cowboys card.
Maybe I did then.
Yes, you did. It was on the show.
It's already been a week?
Yes.
Oh, I don't remember that.
Yeah. Oh, well.
I drank a lot. That makes sense. And then lastly, Ben Myers from Charlie Dodge. Thank you, Ben. We appreciate your sponsorship. To Ben Myers. Meyer.
Yeah.
Damn it. That was close. Sorry, Ben. I almost got it.
No, you did well. I like it.
Charlie's Dodge and more me.
So let's start this off first real quick.
I thought you were taking a picture of me, so I flipped you off.
No.
You had your phone right in my face. You're like paparazzi.
I'm sorry. Paparazzi. I'm sorry. No. All I wanted to really say here was Mean Gene, man. We briefly hit on it the other day. Mean Gene passed away. Sucks. 76 years old. Pretty much the voice of WWE early days and WCW, and the good days for WCW.
The best stick man in all of professional wrestling, hands down, but maybe in all of sports. If you put him on any sideline, football, basketball, baseball, anywhere, he would be up there. I saw a nice tweet from Ric Flair today because they were best friends, and I know what you're going to go into, which is why I'm leading into that.
Thank you.
They were best of friends, and they fed off of each other so well. They put each other over all the time. They were perfect for each other, so you have it ready. Let's hear it.
Yep, I do have it.
Dream.
Country tonight, baby! Woo! Mean! Woo! By God, Buffalo, New York,
Gene!
Woo! Bischoff used to say to me, don't go out there and go Mean Gene anymore. I'm tired of hearing it. So Bischoff, this is for you. Mean! Woo! My God! Woo! My God! Gene! Woo!
I'll get stuck into him.
So he will be missed, of course.
Yeah, sadly earlier this week he passed away, and you saw the nice tweets earlier, like I said, from Flair. Vince McMahon, obviously, he was huge in the WWE back in the day, made Hogan what he was. Like I said, though, he put a lot of people over because of how good of a stick man he was.
Macho Man, a lot of good ones there.
And in that, putting everyone else over, they put him over, obviously, as you just heard in the nice little Ric Flair entourage promo that we gave there. He certainly will be missed. Like I said, the man was, the voice of, our generation, really. You're a little bit older than me, but our generation, more or less. He did everything. He obviously went from WWE in the mid 80s, early 90s to WCW, and that's where you get those great Ric Flair, promos from when he came out and would do his awesome promos. And then, later on came back to WWE. I want to say he went into the Hall of Fame in 2004, I want to say, sometime around then. And obviously, was well liked. I know he still did his own thing. I followed him on Twitter, and he would still be tweeting here and there quite a bit, actually. But like I said, it's certainly sad, especially suddenly like he was. I think it was 76. He passed away earlier this week. He was, and they said it was sudden, so it wasn't anything he had. He wasn't sick, anything like that. So I'm sure we'll hear what it was later on. But certainly an unfortunate loss for the wrestling world earlier this week.
It was a terrible loss, and I don't know if you saw Hulk Hogan's tweet on Wednesday. That would have been.
No, I didn't. Not that I remember.
So it said, the best partner I ever had. We never rehearsed or did anything scripted from a writer. Gene would ask me, hey, big man, what do you want to do? I would always just answer, just follow you, brother. And it worked from 1980 to 2017.
Yeah.
R.I.P. So
that doesn't surprise me at all. Like I said, he was the best. Same, he did it with Flair. He did it with everybody, the small guys, the big guys. Jericho, when he was in WCW starting out, he gave him, great interviews when he was a heel. And would push, and he was over the top at the right times when he reacted to some of the things the heels would say, which made them even better heels, because everybody loved Gene. So it's showing me the Hulk Hogan swimming away. Yeah. What was that, WrestleMania 5, I think?
Yeah, he's just swimming away.
Hilarious.
But you think about that too, is some of the things that we hear is that we're going to always remember, Mean, woo, Gene, and then you're always going to remember. Well, let me tell you something. Mean Gene. Oh, yeah. So Hogan, it was sad to see. I know you said it to us on Wednesday and sent the text. There'll never be somebody like him. So let's just move on to the next thing. Just on the Twitter, what should be WWE's New Year's resolution?
I thought it was going to be to make a better product and be more fan-friendly. Have they done that yet?
Nope.
Oh, okay. So maybe that should be their New Year's resolution.
Maybe they should follow up with it. I agree. I'll just leave it at that.
I like that. It's short and sweet and to the point because it's true. They said they were going to do it. I know it's the holidays, so you probably got a lot of the writers off, and obviously they've been taping shows, but you got to do it here soon. Like Royal Rumble's 3 weeks away? Right. Something like that?
Yep.
So it's got to happen.
So, the other thing here, I want to talk a little bit about, I snuck this in here, I think you saw it though, UFC update, and then Floyd Money Mayweather.
All right, that's stupid. I don't even want to talk about that.
Just quickly, $9 million.
Yeah, to beat up a guy.
$50,000 a second.
To beat up a guy.
A 20-year-old kid.
Who couldn't kickbox. All he could do was box. He is a kickboxer and would have beat the shit out of Mayweather if he could actually kickbox. Instead, all he could do was box and, of course, got knocked out because at the end of the day, Floyd Mayweather is still the best boxer in the world. Even at, how old is he, 50, 40? I don't even know how old he is.
I don't either.
But, he's putting these rules in, and it's stupid. It makes no sense. But it's just for $1, and that's all he wants. Well, 9 million of them, but that's all he cares about. His record is getting tarnished for these little events that he's putting together. picking and choosing his fights and doing what he wants to do and saying he wants to come to the octagon. What's he going to do if he comes to the octagon? Oh, sorry, McGregor, we can only box, though. We can't do anything else. I mean, he knows he'd get destroyed in any other sense of the word.
Yeah. What about UFC? What'd you think about that? Did you watch it?
I did not watch. I was at Trans-Siberian Orchestra last weekend, so I did not see that. I did see the highlights, though, when I was on the blackjack table. We did talk about blackjack on Wednesday. I'm not going to get back into that again. I'll just get frustrated even more.
I know.
So it was, I think John Jones, won the 4th round by TKO?
Yeah, something like that.
3rd or 4th round over Gustafsson.
And he was pissed, of course.
Yeah, I was actually pissed because they moved the fight from Vegas to LA, I think. Because of John Jones
bullshit.
still had stuff in. Well, and everyone's saying he's cheating. No,
he's not cheating.
It's circulating out of its system. Everyone knows it's still there, and it was a trace amount, which isn't doing anything. And technically, what he got banned for is legal. You know, they said that they should have never banned him for it. But in Vegas, I guess, he couldn't fight there for whatever reason because he still had this ban or suspension or whatever the hell it was.
I'm going to come back to this, but I have to say this because it's fantastic and you'll love this. So I just saw a post that, and this has nothing to do with anything, but I just saw it and I don't want to forget because you'll love it. Ryan, who was on the show, moving to Albuquerque. Albuquerque mayor wears Pantera Christmas sweater while signing bill for paid parental leave. It's fantastic.
Jesus.
And it's perfect because we just saw the Rob Van Dam match, and Pantera came out to walk.
Yep. Yes, he did.
Which you like Pantera.
Yeah.
Cowboys from Hell.
Yep.
I like that. Walk's great too, but Cowboys from Hell is like, they're both great to work out to, but Cowboys from Hell is faster.
Yep.
And more upbeat, so it's just easier to work out to. Love it. But yeah, I saw that and just laughed. So I figured we had to talk about that. But yeah, so 3rd round. John Jones, TKO with the punches, 3rd round. And then, what was it, Nunez beat Cyborg in the 1st round, 50 seconds in.
Yeah, and that doesn't shock me. Nunez is an absolute monster.
And didn't she, fuck up her eye?
Oh, yeah. No, that wasn't her. That was a different fight.
Was that a different fight?
That was Kat Zingao, I think.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Another woman's
Zingano?
fight. Yeah, Zingano.
But, yeah, she had the eye injury. Because she got beat.
But, yeah, Nunez straight knocked out Cyborg in 50 seconds. I mean, just destroyed her. And it was great. I'm happy because Cyborg, I think, Rousey had her time, and then people figured her out after the one judo toss she had and realized that she couldn't really box that well. So that's why she beat Rousey. And then, she fought nobody in Invicta or FC, whatever the hell she was in before. So now she's going to get real competition, and Nunez destroyed her. And that's what happens. All these people who come from outside promotions who have all these hype, they put them in against the lesser talent, whatnot, and they do well until they fight someone who is there. And then what happens? They get destroyed. That's exactly what happened to Cyborg. She was so scared and such a monster, and she already got beat after 3 UFC fights. So it doesn't surprise me one bit.
What'd you think about Condit getting submitted with a Kimura?
Who do you fight?
Chisa?
Oh, Michael Chiesa, I think.
Chiesa,
yeah, whatever his name
Chiesa.
is. It's like a key. Yeah, it's not cheese. It's not how it sounds. I know it's like a Q, but
I know it's spelled like a Chiesa.
It's spelled like Chiesa, but it's like Chiesa.
Chiesa, yeah. Kind of like Morales.
Exactly. It doesn't surprise me. Condit's past his prime, and Chiesa, Cheesy, Michael. Let's just call him Mikey.
Mikey Cheese.
He's great on the ground, and that doesn't, like you said, that does not surprise me that he beat him. I think BJ Penn lost too.
Yep,
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, he was on the prelim card.
Yeah, he just needs to retire.
He lost to a heel hook.
Yeah, I mean he needs to be gone. And it's funny. Earlier this week at work, a guy came in. Actually, Wednesday was my first day back off of vacation. A guy came in, and you'll find this funny since you brought it up. He was telling us that, and this like I said, it was earlier in the week, but he was saying that GSP would beat John Jones.
Shut up.
I laughed at him. I said, I don't know what kind of weird funny pills you took over the holiday or if you're still drunk. I said, but you do realize John Jones would, he walks around at like 225. GSP walks around at like 180. That's what he would fight at. He wouldn't fight much more than that. He goes, yeah, but he would just take him down and submit him. I said, John Jones would put his arm out and hold him like a little child because GSP is like 5'8".
He's little.
John Jones is 6'4". He's an absolute freak. I said, I don't know what you think you're smoking. I said, but that wouldn't happen. I said, especially against a wrestler. John Jones would absolutely destroy a wrestler. So I don't know where that came from, but I thought it was hilarious when we got into a little argument at work earlier in the week about that because it was just the dumbest thing I think I've ever heard in my entire life. Even if GSP put on 40 pounds, John Jones would still kill him. Just a fact.
Yeah, you're right. And, God, it just makes me laugh. Oh, God. All right, let's go into... I'm done with UFC. Are you done with UFC?
Yeah, I'm done with UFC.
Okay. So, Raw recap. I'll make this quick. Drew beat Dolph in a steel cage match. It was actually very good. It opened the show. Very good.
Okay.
Seth wants a rematch with Dean. Triple H comes out. They have a confrontation. I could see Brock coming back and aligning with the Authority, so to speak, and setting that up with Seth, but I don't know if it's going to happen. Similar to Daniel Bryan back in the day, at WrestleMania 30, remember that?
Yep.
But he's going to fight Lashley later in the show. Shane came out, announced a battle royal. Winner gets Dean because Seth wanted that, so he was not getting his rematch. And so Apollo Crews won that battle royal to get it. He ended up getting beat later in the night by Ambrose clean. Elias talked shit to Baron Corbin, called him a loser. They brawled. Ember Moon, Bayley, and Sasha Banks beat the Riot Squad. Lashley beat Rollins by disqualification. Rollins beat his ass with a chair and got disqualified.
Okay.
So I'm like, all right, he's pissed off. I like it. Jinder and the Singh brothers beat Rhino and Slater. Boring. Rousey and Natalya beat Nia and Tamina. And then Rousey is the clear face of this show, obviously. She's the main almost all the time.
Yep.
She's the face. Smackdown recap. Samoa Joe beat Jeff Hardy via submission to fight later on in the night. Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, AJ Styles, and Mustafa Ali in a fatal five-way to be the number one contender against Daniel Bryan at the Royal Rumble. You didn't see this, SmackDown.
Nope.
Who won, do you think, won that fatal five-way to fight him at Royal Rumble?
Of who?
So it was, I told you, Samoa Joe beat Jeff to get in.
Yep.
Randy Orton, Rey Mysterio, AJ Styles, Mustafa Ali.
Is it someone that I shouldn't guess?
Think of WWE's booking.
Orton.
No.
Oh, that would have been my guess then.
No, it's AJ again.
Okay.
So they're gonna.
That would have been my second guess. But if you were saying off the wall, it would have been Mustafa.
No, because there's talks right now that AJ's gonna. I would love that for Mustafa to get it because he's looking great. AJ's gonna. They're talking that AJ's gonna fight Orton at WrestleMania, which I don't understand. They would have a good match though. They did before. They would have a good feud. I just don't get it.
Right.
And we need to get AJ to Raw. He needs to be the face on Raw. Like, let him feud. I don't mind him as a heel either. I love him as a face, and they're going to keep him as a face more than likely. Mm-hmm. But, like, Finn Balor, bring him up too. Like, why isn't Finn fighting, like, Seth Rollins for the title? But they're going to bring up Drew. Drew's probably going to beat Brock. Drew's going to be the guy until Roman comes back, which we'll talk a little bit about that later. Like we said, AJ won the match. It was a fun one to watch, but, you know, it's like, okay, this is boring now. AJ and Daniel Bryan. Cena returned.
Yep.
With his long hair. Looks more and more like JBL every day.
Yeah, Brandon sent a text about that. I remember that. Something about Cena was back with his dad hair or something like that.
Yeah,
whatever
exactly.
He said.
And Becky came out. Like, he said something and something about Nikki Bella. And then, you know, Becky comes out. And she had one of the best quotes. She said, if you keep it up, Nikki won't be the only woman to drop you this year.
Oh, boy.
So,
yikes.
Fantastic. So they teamed up to beat Cien Almas and Zelina Vega. John had this match won, but Becky threw him out of the ring and got the disarmer on Zelina so she could get the win instead of John. John went to give her a handshake. She just pulled it back, did the you can't see me right back to him. Love it. She's just, oh, God, she's so good. Shane and Miz are a team, but Miz keeps annoying Shane. Nakamura spoiled Rusev's celebration. Sonya Deville beat Naomi. Carmella, Charlotte, and Becky all won Asuka's title. She doesn't care who she fights. That's it.
Okay.
That's what it was. So to keep it short, because I know that unless something fun happens, we'll discuss it more. So we'll just keep it short on what happened this week.
You said, going out of the holidays, hopefully it gets better again. Now that the holidays are over, they can actually start concentrating on this, so maybe it will get better.
And now we're buying into it. We got Royal Rumble and WrestleMania season.
Yep.
We'll see. We'll see. And do we have anything for Dear Vince this week?
Not really. Dear Vince, stop sucking. Does that count?
Sure.
Keep it short. Should we give Jason's Dear Vince?
Yeah, go ahead with that.
Dear Vince, please let Sasha make a complete ring entrance, not abbreviated. I bet you he would want literally the entire 2 hours of SmackDown to be a Sasha ring entrance.
I first saw this on my phone. This is the first time I looked closely at it. You know what I thought that said at first? And I didn't understand it because I thought he was talking about, Rhino.
Yeah.
When he came out as Santa, I thought it said, Dear Vince, please let Santa make a complete ring entrance, not abbreviated. I'm like, I don't fucking get it. Now I see it, Sasha.
Sasha, not.
Oh my gosh.
Not Santa.
So, speaking of that, let's go into more of his stuff. So, following up with a GoFundMe account for Brandon's return, come to find out it takes more effort to set up an account than it does for me to just sponsor him myself. So, I need an address to where I can send him some BK bucks. Also, I found a great deal at the Dollar General on some pumpkin spice coffee creamer. So, I buy him a 1-year supply. If he didn't come back for the deal, then I'm sure we want him back. I'm not sure we want him back.
Yeah, I'm not sure we want him back.
Oh my god.
Oh man, I think that's I think he'd probably come back for some BK bucks and some pumpkin spice coffee. Years worth supply. I can see that.
I doubt it.
You don't think so?
No.
Oh, I can see it.
He's got more important things he's got to get done.
Brandon's a simple man. I think he would take it.
He is a simple man.
Simple Jack.
Yes, I'm just saying. Simple Jack. Oh, my God. Oh.
Sheesh.
So that is...
Thought we were watching wrestling.
That's Trish and Lita. Still looking great. She got the whale tail thing going on?
Oh, yeah, they both do. Because that was Lita's thing, so...
Oh, God.
And then Trish was doing it, too, I think, because they were a team.
Did she?
Yeah. This was obviously their invasion, so, bringing in...
They're WWE, right?
Yeah,
yeah. Because who's the other... Who is that? Tori and...
Stacy.
Is that Stacy in the ring?
Yeah. That's Stacy. Stacy with her padded bra, too. George Clooney was a lucky man.
Yes, he was. Because she's like 8 foot tall and her legs are long as shit.
Yeah. Probably about as tall as us in general.
So, of the four of them, pick two.
Trish and Tori.
And I'd take Trish and Stacy.
Okay, that's fair.
All right. Or I don't care. I'll take Stacy and Lita, and then we can swap. It doesn't matter to me.
Do you think anyone would take Mick Foley?
Oh, my God. He's so good.
That'd be Brandon.
I'll take Mick in the sweatpants.
That would be Sean.
Oh.
Give me Mick.
Speaking of which, oh, my God. I thought about this, and I thought about this today, and I have this for Jason, because I know he likes his sweatpants and his Cheetos, right?
Yeah.
So I was just thinking about this because I watched Infinity War with Grayson last weekend.
Uh-huh.
So I've seen it before. I love it. And he just, did you see my post on Facebook when he just said, I want to finish Infinity War because I want to watch Thanos get all the stones and turn people to dust.
Yes.
And so all I thought about was if Donald Trump were to be part of Thanos' snap, would he turn into Cheeto dust? And would it be at Jason's house?
Probably in his basement.
Yeah.
On his sweatpants.
Just, Jason, I'm the best jobs president. Done. Ooh, Cheetos.
Why are you watching Sasha? What are you doing in your basement?
Why are you watching Sasha?
I don't do a good Trump, so you go for it.
Sasha Banks is not the greatest ever. I am the best diva there ever was. Best thing on wrestling ever. You will like me as a Cheeto and my dust. God, I hate him so much.
Oh, jeez.
I know that the country's torn apart right now because of him. I like some things he does. We don't want to speak politics on here. I like some things he does. I like some things he doesn't do. And that's okay. I mean, I don't like him for some reasons. I like him for others. Just like anybody else that gets into office, not going to like them all. So, it is what it is. And then
I would, if I was president, I wouldn't even like everything I did.
No, I agree. And so following up, this is also from Jason on the women's division. Agree with you guys saying that there are generally great matches and exciting, but it is the same matches with the same outcome week in and week out. Same as the men's storylines and matches. What we need to see is some random crossover matches between Raw and SmackDown. They need to keep the women's division moving along with entertainment, not just matches. I agree. So we've got the preliminary coming up. DDP, Booker T, Rhino, Dudley Boys against what I see, Stone Cold, Kurt
Jericho,
Angle.
Kurt Angle, and Undertaker and Kane.
Nice. So it'll be interesting. So, and we'll get into that in a minute as we're talking about the lead into this.
And what was Jason's question again?
There wasn't a question.
Oh, what was his statement?
That the women, they just need to keep it moving along.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Yep.
we agree. So we'll turn this up a little bit just to kind of so people can hear the build up.
They're giving the vignette here before.
So will you give the build up to this, kind of what was going on? We know that WCW, well, we'll give the real background. WCW was going downhill for many reasons. We've covered it on several shows. Go back and listen. And what we know is that they were going down hard, and Billionaire Ted wanted to get rid of him. Well, it was really Time Warner. AOL Time Warner, once they merged, wanted nothing to do with wrestling. Vince got wind of it. He bought it for what, $2.5 million? It was cheap. It was nothing.
Nothing at all. Yep.
So, and the guy is a billionaire now. And, you know, you hear in other podcasts, Jericho talked about this. If he would have known what Vince paid for it then, he would have bought it himself.
Yeah.
Jericho would have. And I could see that.
And then probably not a lot of people at the time knew it either. You know, that's probably not something that was very public. It was probably for that. And people probably thought they couldn't afford it. But like you said, AOL Time Warner, and I wouldn't say Ted, but AOL Time Warner just wanted to get rid of it. So the background into this is that, and you know, he bought it, obviously. It was Vince McMahon. But they played it into a wonderful story where they were, you know, he was there to announce. They did a simulcast of the last Nitro and Raw. And, you know, saying, okay, you know, this is mine now. Shane shows up. I think they were in Palm Springs, Florida. Shane shows up with the infamous, McMahon is the last name on the contract, but the first name is Shane, you know. And Shane pretty much takes over the WCW. And then Paul Heyman comes in because, you know, Vince also bought ECW at the time as well. I think he already had them pretty much. I don't know if it was a total buy. But he definitely had them at some point. But Paul Heyman was so far in debt that Vince kept him. He did it in the mid-'90s, too. You know, when what pay-per-view did we watch earlier where the ECW guys were in front and Bradshaw went to whoop their ass? Remember I said that? It was like 96. It was the one that, I think it might have been the one Mr. Perfect picked.
Oh, gosh, I don't even remember.
It was one of the In Your Houses.
Yeah, In Your House. Mind Games?
Mind Games, yeah. You know, and helped him out quite a bit. But building up into this, that's, you know, exactly what it was. Stephanie then was taken over. Paul Heyman came in. So Shane, Stephanie, and Paul Heyman are leading the WCW and ECW crusade against the WWF. And they, you know, they're pretty much fighting for their company right now to see who takes over. And I think if Shane, Stephanie, and Paul Heyman won, it was going to be WCW and ECW. And if Vince and the WWE win, or WWF win, you know, it's still going to be the WWF. So obviously you can kind of see where this is going. But this is a great angle at the time. You know, it was very real for the fan and me, you know, as a kid, not knowing, like, oh, is this really going to happen? It's insane. And then obviously, you know, they have everybody, and Stone Cold didn't want to be on Vince McMahon's side. And they do a lot of great vignettes with Stone Cold here at the time. But I think this is where they're showing a big battle royal where WCW's beating everyone up and Stone Cold comes in and just cleans house here.
He's just hitting everybody.
Yep. But I think he takes everybody out.
Yep. He doesn't care. Stunner. Stunner to everybody.
And then Sweeney's going to lead Team WWF. Yep. Booker.
King Booker.
Booker was great back then.
You know who else was great? Stephanie.
Yeah, she still is.
Where was Triple H at this point? Did he tear his quads?
Yeah, this is when he tore his quad, so he wasn't involved. I think he comes back at SummerSlam of 01.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, maybe it's 02. No, it might be 01. I can't remember. But yeah, Triple H was hurt here. That's why he wasn't involved. Obviously, Shawn was still out of the company.
It's still fun to see how many of these guys are still around. Rhino, Kurt Angle, Dudley's. Well, Dudley's not so much.
I mean, Booker not fighting, but
yeah,
does the pre-show. Shane, Paul,
Stephanie.
Oh,
Oh, gosh. This should be good. And
Shane O'Mac, too. Same exact thing for the last
87 years. So why this is getting started, let's go into the perfect discussion. Predictions for the wrestling industry in 2019. First off, does CM Punk return to wrestling? If so, WWE?
I don't see it.
You think he comes back at all?
No. I don't see it.
I think if he does, and we'll talk about this a little bit in a little bit. I don't know if you saw Cody and the Young Bucks started their own promotion.
Yep. All
Elite Wrestling. We're going to talk a little bit about that, but if CM Punk were to come back, I could see him going to something like that. It's backed by, one of the partners of the Jacksonville Jaguars owner. One of the owners.
Oh, his name's not Sashi. Crap, but it's close.
One of the Khans, yeah.
Yeah.
I wanted to say Sasha Khan.
Chaka Khan.
Sasha Banks Khan.
You know, Chaka Khan was the Roses Parade. What's the Grand Marshal on Tuesday for the Buckeyes game?
Chaka Khan. That's awesome.
I didn't know it was a real person. I just thought people said that name.
Oh, really? You didn't?
I mean, that was a joke. I did, but I don't know if I've ever heard. She's a singer, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I don't know if I've ever heard one of her songs ever.
Chaka Khan. Because Eminem used to say the name.
Maybe that's where I heard it from a lot. It's probably why.
Chaka Khan.
Very possible.
Yes. So you've got some people that are in All Elite. You know, like we said, you got the Young Bucks, Brandy Rose, the Jacksons. So
Michael, Tito,
yes,
Janet,
and then of course Hangman Adam Page, who's fun to watch, also joined. Who's this? Vincent Kennedy McMahon
with the greatest walk in the history of walks.
Didn't he tear his quads when he was doing that too?
No, he did when he ran down. Remember when he ran to the ring and he tore both of his quads?
Yeah.
He starts running right here and he hits the ring, tore both of his quads.
It's like, oh my God, I can't.
Not this pay-per-view, but it did happen. This is fantastic. Vince is just great.
So they're going to do. So All Elite Wrestling is going to do their another pay-per-view. So they had All In.
Yep.
We covered.
Yep.
Double or Nothing is the next one.
Okay.
That they're going to do. That's what it's called. Looking good, looking fun. Kind of their promo. You'll have to check it out on your own time. But New Year's Elite, you know, they were looking at their phones like this clock is going down, and they're looking at their phones like one says Double or Nothing, Double or Nothing, Double or Nothing, and then another one shows the All Elite Wrestling logo. So should be interesting. Cody's going to be essentially a promoter,
which is good. I like that.
And you know he's looking more and more like his dad, you know, with the blonde hair and everything else. And co-owner and president. Here we go. Tony Khan.
Okay.
Shahid Khan.
Shahid. That was Sashi. I was close.
But he's the who owns the Jags? Shahid.
He does. Yeah.
Yeah, Shahid.
Yeah.
So he's a co-owner of All Elite. So him and Tony Khan is the co-owner and president. And Tony Khan he's the co-owner of the Jacksonville Jaguars and Premier League's Fulham FC and All Elite alongside his father. So I knew Shahid was a big wrestling fan.
Yep.
I knew that. So this is big. That they got backing. They got a guy with money. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh yeah. Because this guy's worth more than Vince. So you got somebody that can. But Vince is Vince. I know that. But this is good. So Cody Rhodes is the executive VP along with Matt and Nick Jackson. So,
okay.
What do you think?
I mean, it's good. Like I said, Vince, they'll never go. WWE will never go out of business.
And for people that don't watch this, that's the Young Bucks, Matt and Nick Jackson. They're the Young Bucks.
Yeah,
the people that don't know.
And they're not going to go out of business. Competition's good. Competition just means that, you know, people are going to watch both products. And maybe it'll be a wake-up call to, you know, Vince and Triple H and Shane and Stephanie right now to say, hey, you know, we need a better product because these guys are going to start beating us. It's very possible. So that's good. That's what they need to do. They need competition to survive. That's what you need. Absolutely.
So they got they like we said, Cody Rhodes, Hangman Page, Matt and Nick Jackson. Of course, these are all their ring names. Female wrestlers, Brandy Rhodes, of course, is going to go with her husband, and then Britt Baker, and then B.J. Whitmer is a producer, and then like we said, Shahid and Tony Khan. So B.J. Whitmer, he was in. He's best known for like Ring of Honor. If you ever watched any Ring of Honor,
very little.
He was in there a little bit. But it has been a while. It has been a while. So you can kind of, if you go back, you'll see some of it in Ring of Honor. He was there until I think just this last year, 18.
Okay.
Because when he returned back there, but he was always known for that. So,
God, it is the worst to say that all week at work, putting 18 on everything. I hate it so much. Every Wednesday, I knew I was going to do it, and I did it multiple times. Thursday, I got a little bit better. Friday, went right back to it. Started putting 18 on everything. I was like, son of a bitch, Ryan.
Fortunately for me, because I have to write the year all the time, and for paperwork and signing everything I do is 19 I remembered. So I actually never screwed up.
Yeah, good for you, because not me.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It'll take a couple weeks.
Yes, it's going to take a while for a lot of people. It does. But the other thing here is I'm interested to see if Kenny Omega comes.
That'd be cool. It would. I mean, he was at All In, so.
Jericho. But he's going to play the free agent. I think he just goes wherever he wants. That's Jericho.
Yeah, I mean, Jericho, speaking of Jericho, speak of the devil, it's like he knew. He's coming out right now. Break the walls down. Wait for it.
Still wrestling.
Wait for it. Wait for it. There it is. Look at that pop for Jericho. He had to be a face at the time. Look at that pop, man. Yeah, definitely a face at the time.
Yep.
Is this before? I wonder if this is before or after he won it from was it The Rock and Stone Cold or Triple H and Stone Cold, the belts? Oh no, it's got to be after this. He becomes the first because they're just getting the
unified
heavyweight title. Yeah,
Stone
so
Cold and The Rock.
The Rock, right? Yeah,
Rock and Stone Cold.
Yeah. Okay. So
or no?
It was The Rock. Yeah, Rock and Stone Cold same night. That's what it was.
It wasn't Triple H. He wasn't one of them.
No, I think it was The Rock and Stone. Yeah, because that's what he said a lot, and that's when he turned back heel again.
Who? Jericho?
Yeah.
Oh,
because that's what he kept.
Didn't
saying.
he go with Stephanie? Yeah, because he feuded with Triple H.
Yeah. Because Stephanie hates him right here too. Booker. Gotta love Booker, man. What other belt does he have?
U.S.
U.S. and the
Heavyweight.
Heavyweight.
WCW.
Look at Booker, man. He is a beast. Shane.
It was so good when he got his push. It was nice to see that WWE pushed him.
Yeah, it is. And can you dig it, sucker? Gotta love Booker, man. I like that big gold belt too. That's what you need up there.
That's the one I had.
Without that NWO.
That's the one I had.
Yeah,
but
I
don't know.
Actually, I might have that.
You might have it.
Well, I mean, I have one. I know I do. Maybe I'll have to bring that.
Well, hang it on that one because we got hanging up the NWO belt, the IC title, the white backing.
One, yeah.
I think that's the U.S. title, right?
Yep.
And then the Money in the Bank briefcase,
which I might climb up and grab later.
I'm gonna knock you into some shelves.
It could get rough. It wouldn't be I'd probably spill my coffee everywhere. It would be awkward.
Oh god, it'd be awful.
It's still kind of hot, so I don't want to do that. Kurt Angle, you suck. I love how he embraced it then, but I love how he embraces it now when he comes out and he just starts doing it with the crowd.
You suck.
That's great.
You suck.
Fantastic. Angle. This is too. When he's still losing all his hair, but he still has it.
So he beat The Rock to win the WCW title.
Yep.
And then he beat Stone Cold.
That's right, because The Rock beats Booker T for it.
Yep.
I wonder why The Rock wasn't in this. They're doing a movie. Scorpion King?
Oh, yeah, that's about when he started.
It has to be.
Had to have been.
Yeah.
So, all right, next thing. Does HBK wrestle at least one more match?
Probably. Why not? Another WrestleMania?
Think he comes at the Rumble?
Not in the Rumble, no. I don't think so.
Mania, who's he fight?
Ugh. Probably it has to be another tag team. I don't think he could do a singles match. Maybe him and...
I bet you he could fight AJ. AJ would carry him.
No, you don't want to do that. Not to AJ, man. AJ could carry him, but it's just not... It's not feasible.
But it'd be good to go out for Michaels. I mean, AJ can carry anybody.
Yeah, but I don't think Michaels would want to do that. Just because I think he knows he doesn't have that stamina and cardio anymore to go. I think he only wants to put on good matches. So.
Right.
And here comes Stone Cold.
Stone Cold! Stone Cold! Stone Cold!
Vince. He dropped the belt. Just drills DDP. Just Stone Cold just going to town on Rhino right now. The man beast from Detroit, Michigan.
Oh, gosh.
Oh.
All right, so I think so, Mania. I don't know who, like we said. Who makes the Hall of Fame this year?
I mean, oh, man. Who was the one that was on top of my list who I thought would?
Taker?
I don't know if he's going to make it this year. They're probably going to hold that off till like 2020. What WrestleMania is this coming
35?
up? No, that might be a big number. 35.
Or he'll carry it till 40.
Nah, I don't think so. I could see him going in this year. Maybe Kane, because he's doing his mayor stuff, so maybe they put Glenn Jacobs in.
Kane. That's gotta be Kane.
I mean, Big Show still wrestles, doesn't he? So he won't go in.
He won't go in. And he's not like your first ballot. What about, you think Chyna gets in yet?
No.
Does she deserve it?
She does, but I don't think she'll get in. I mean, she was the women's division. I mean, she was the one that kind of paved a lot more for them. There was a women's division, but she was the first one to fight a man, first woman in the Royal Rumble.
First woman Intercontinental Champ.
I think that everyone, in my opinion, I think everyone wants her in except Stephanie. I think that, and why I don't know anymore. I don't think it matters. I just don't think she wants her in. But I also think that it is a little bit. You have people that, the younger kids who, if people look her up, they could find her porno, and shit like that. So I think that's another reason why, she's not in yet, would be my guess. Just in my opinion.
Right.
But yeah, I mean, there's, like you said, obviously you want Owen Hart. I don't think it's going to happen again, so I'm just going to let that one go by.
The wife won't let him in.
This year it'll be 20 years, though, so just remember that.
Yeah, not this year. Well, I thought it was
99.
You're right. Holy
20
shit.
Years. Yep.
Damn, he's been dead 20 years.
20 years it'll be in May, so I would hope that she would let him in. It would be a good 20-year thing. We'll see. Okay, how about this? Who do you think the celebrity will be? Is Mayweather in? Is he in the Hall of Fame yet? Celebrity wing? I don't think he is he?
I don't know.
He'd be one to go in.
Or Tyler Strong, man. I could see them putting him in because of the message he put out this year. Had nothing to do with wrestling, but a lot of these kids that go in. Oh, he might get the Warrior Award.
Yeah, he'll get the Warrior Award.
Yeah,
right.
I forgot about Warrior. Celebrity. Don't know.
Abe Knuckleball Schwartz.
He's not a celebrity. He's a freaking wrestler.
Shaq's already in, I think, right?
Shaquille O'Neal.
I wonder if Shaq Diesel's in the celebrity portion of that. Well, last year was Kid Rock. Maybe they put in Fred Durst this year and Limp Bizkit.
Right.
That'd be interesting. But it'll be interesting. I mean, if you think about it, though, if they put them in, Taker will go in.
Right.
For Roland. It'll be interesting. When are they going to start announcing that, though? It's got to be in a couple weeks. So they do it weekly for like 8 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Or 10 weeks, or how many ever people are in.
Yeah, I mean, 25 Hall of Famers.
No, there's not that many.
I'm just being an asshole. No, it's all good.
There's probably less than 25 weeks to WrestleMania. I know there is.
It kind of leads into this one. Do any big names retire this year?
I mean, does Taker count? Is he retired? Shawn Michaels came out of retirement. Can he retire again?
Yeah. I mean, it kind of sucks he came out of retirement, but it is what it is.
Big Show. I could see Big Show retiring this year.
Well, it's the Big Slow.
That was great. I could certainly see Show retiring this year. I mean, he's done everything he needed to do. There's no need to be there anymore. Kane is officially not retired, right? So he could be one.
Right. What about who? Ooh, does Roman Reigns come back this year?
I don't know. Don't know how long all of his treatment's going to be, so that's a hard one to answer.
If he does, I think it's end of the year.
It would be, it'd have to be late.
Is TNA still up and running by the end of the year?
I didn't even know they were up and running right now.
Yeah, I don't know what station they're on now. All Elite is getting a lot of offers from different places, and they're trying to shoot for Tuesday as their slot because WWE is going to Fox, which will move to Friday. So they're trying to get a Tuesday slot.
Interesting.
I could see them going to like USA.
No, because
Vince probably has exclusive, doesn't he?
Yeah, because he's staying on USA with Raw. That's not moving, right? It's just
right.
SmackDown that's going to Fox.
But all they did was purchase Raw, so they could get All Elite, and you never know.
I don't think USA would do that to him. I honestly doubt it.
Well,
just
it's
because
NBC. It's NBC. Look
Right.
what the kid did to him. Ebersol's kid did to him with a football league.
That's true. It is.
You never know.
Alliance of Allegiance of the Pledge of Allegiance.
It'll be an
football.
invasion.
That would be an awesome angle again.
Yes. What are some other predictions for this year?
Brock loses the title. Does that count? Is that a good prediction? Becky,
Is this the last time Brock has the title?
possibly. He could be another. I know he won't retire this
You
year.
think he goes and fights Cormier?
I hope not. He'd get his ass whipped.
What do you think? What do you think about if Cormier fought Bones Jones?
I think Bones Jones would beat him for the third time.
Really?
And Cormier won't do it because he'll just complain about the drug testing again. So
Yeah.
he already has like 3 different times. That's all
Who's
he tweets
beating
about.
Bones Jones?
Serious?
I can't.
There's, I think there's only one person, and you would never guess it, ever, because it's one, and he didn't lose. Bones Jones got disqualified for illegal elbows, but the guy beat him because of that. He was deaf. Do you remember who the deaf fighter was?
No.
Matt the Hammer Hamill. Bones Jones hit him with illegal 12-6 elbows while he was kneed on the ground. It was disqualification.
That's his only loss.
Matt Hamill couldn't continue because he about knocked him out, but he had his hand and knee. It wasn't like something that was close. Like his hand and knee were on the ground, and Jones came down with an elbow and drilled him. About knocked him out, so he couldn't continue because he was all woozy and shit. So it's a disqualification. That is Jones's only loss.
Interesting. You think he ever?
I don't know if they took away the other ones because of the drug stuff, but that's his only loss.
He fights light heavyweight, right?
Yeah.
And he just got the title because Cormier gave it up.
Yep, because he didn't want to fight him.
Right. Do you think? What if Bones Jones jumped up to heavyweight?
I mean, if he wants Cormier, he's going to have to. Cormier ain't coming down again. Cormier's going to stay. But I think that Jones could... I think Jones could pretty much whoop everyone's ass up there. I don't think they want to see him in heavyweight. As much as I love Stippy, I think that he would whoop the shit out of him. The Cormier, obviously, again, would be something to watch. I just wouldn't want to hear Cormier cry like he did last time. Who else is up there? Like Derek Lewis. I think John Jones would choke these guys out because they just don't have the cardio.
Can anybody beat him?
I don't think so, man. Not right now. Not in his prime. Anderson Silva wouldn't be. Obviously he's not in his prime anymore. But I don't see anyone that could really beat. Honestly, Gustafsson was the one guy who could stand with him, who had the same reach as him, who could beat him up. And he did the first time they fought. And Jones won by decision.
Like you said,
48-47 across the board. Very, very tight match.
He's just a fucking monster.
He's strong and he's gangly. And he's got
Just
like an
Silva
84-inch
back in the
reach,
day,
man.
when Silva was gangly.
Yeah.
Until he talked too much shit and Widener caught him.
Like I said, man, out of
And
his
then he
prime.
broke his fucking leg. God, that is
That
still
was-
one of the worst.
Yeah, that was bad. He was out of his prime then. I right now, no, I don't think anyone could beat Jones. I really don't. If you had to pick somebody, the only person, maybe, like I said, maybe Stippy if he catches him, but, I've seen Jones when he's gotten beat up a little bit, and he's still pretty resilient. That chin's still pretty good, especially when you've been out. It's not like he's fighting twice a year anymore, too. He's been suspended a couple times, so he hasn't been taking that wear and tear on his chin, getting hit. So you got to think his prime goes an extra couple more years now because of that. You see the guys like Liddell, and Tito. These guys who were monsters when they were younger, but they got hit so much, so many concussions. Now when you touch their chin, it's a glass jaw. They go down.
So, because what did you say he had?
Oh,
What was he taking?
I don't know. It's some big long name drug, but they said that
Turnaball. That's what it was.
Yeah.
I just found it. Because that's when he fought Cormier. That was a year and a half ago. Beat him with head kick and punches, and then they overturned it. And then
that was when Cormier cried because he was concussed, and they did the interview, and it was great.
Concussed. And then he beat him in 15 too. But that was decision, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And then he violated the code of conduct there too. Oh gosh, yeah, he beat up some. Let's see, Rampage Jackson.
Yeah, that was not a great fight. That was after an Ultimate Fighter. A lot of hype.
Bonner, of course.
He killed Bonner.
Lyoto Machida.
Knocked him out.
Or no, submission. Standing guillotine choke. Rashad Evans, decision. Vitor Belfort, submission. Chael Sonnen, TKO, elbows and punches.
That was the one that he should have lost. That was the one where he got him in the 5th round.
First round was Sonnen.
They fight him twice? Oh, that was Anderson Silva. Sorry, Anderson Silva and Sonnen.
Gustafsson the first time.
That was a decision.
Yep, 13. And then Cormier, and then Cormier again, and then Gustafsson again. No contest. He has the one no contest because, Cormier, bitch. Anything else you think predictions for 19?
Not really. I do hope the product gets better. So honestly, that's going to be my prediction. I think the product will get better. I think the competition will help them make the product get better. I think as people get healthier, the product should get better, and maybe they'll sign Kenny Omega, and have a feud with Jericho. I mean, that would be huge.
Kenny probably wouldn't come there because he doesn't want the full-time schedule. But
if
they give it to Brock, the part-time.
Yeah, I mean, they'll give him if it's going to bring him money and it's going to bring him you see what happens with Jericho and him, man. People go nuts over that at New Japan. So if they brought them over, it wouldn't be full time, but they could pay him good money and they could make really good money off those matches.
I agree. And now we got Booker and Taker fighting in the ring.
Yep.
And is this Biker Taker?
Yes. Yeah. This is
Badass American Badass.
This is Rollin'. This is Limp Bizkit. So this is after American Badass now.
Oh.
I mean, it's still but he had two. He had American Badass is what he started with as the biker, and then he went to Rollin' Limp Bizkit.
Rollin'.
I mean, Rhino, look how monstrous he is.
Move in, now move out.
He looks exactly the same, just a little bit older. Oh, here comes Stone Cold. What Booker T's ass.
Stone Cold. At this point, has he already fought him in the supermarket?
No, not yet. This leads into that, I think. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, because I think that was...
It does? But he turned his back.
Well, it leads into it down the line because he loses to The Rock, and then I think he goes in. But I think his supermarket thing was December. It was November, December. It was late. It was late in the year because I think I just saw it as 15 years ago to the date, and I think it was December, a couple weeks before Christmas, I want to say. So yeah, it's got to lead into this because this is July.
Right, and a lot of these people are like, I can't believe I'm at WWF.
Yeah. Oh, I mean, it saved a lot of jobs for these guys. They didn't know. I mean, you got to think, though, too, is that, besides, Booker obviously was champion and a lot of the bigger guys, a lot of these guys probably didn't think they were going to have jobs,
Right.
In my opinion.
Suplex back in.
Ooh, it looked like it hurt.
Damn, that did hurt. All right, so top 3 favorite titles or championship titles by design all time.
Well, the one's hanging above us, the white Intercontinental title. I love that. The white strap, the larger Intercontinental plate on it, absolutely awesome. That's my number 3.
That is that's an honorable mention. 3, I have the Stone Cold title.
The Smoking Skull?
Yeah, love it. 2?
Man, this is tough because I like a lot of belts.
Same.
But
there's some there. I don't think there might be a few that you might like up there.
No, I'm going to say the Big Gold. That was always one of my favorites. But more the old school one, the one that looked a little bit grainy and older, looked heavier, looked real. The one that Booker has in this match and the one that they had
in WCW.
Yeah, and I'm talking the one Flair, Flair and Dusty.
It's huge.
One. Yeah, I love that belt.
Well, when Hogan had it, it was the same thing. It just looked smaller because Hogan's huge.
That is also true. You have a valid point there.
Then for me, number 2 was the Wing title. You can see it's the third one in right there.
The Winged Eagle.
Yep. The Winged Eagle, Shawn Michaels, when he won the title, me being a Michaels fan, won his first title was the Winged Eagle. So that's number 2 for me.
My favorite, and this one's an easy one for me because, after Stone Cold, I was a big John Cena fan. I love the spinner belt. The U.S. title is awesome, but then when he won the world title, also amazing. I love all the spinner belts.
That was fantastic. An honorable mention. I mean, I love so many of them. The Rated R Superstar title, that was badass. But number 1 for me is this one right here because it's how can we make this stand out? The big title, like you said.
The spray paint.
Spray paint
gold.
the sumbitch NWO.
Yeah.
And it's like that's how they sell. When I saw it at the store, I'm like, I got to buy that. They sell that now? Just like that, I don't even have to spray paint my own title? Because if I screwed up trying to put NWO too big or too small.
Especially, being the smaller titles, that's got to be hard to spray paint.
Yeah, you got to get the little can of spray paint.
The tiny ones.
Miniature can.
The mini NWO.
We got Dudley's in there against Jericho.
And Jericho got knocked back in his own corner, which wasn't good because he could have tagged.
Since we're watching this, Jason gave us SummerSlam 16 for 2016.
Brock
and Orton main event.
Yep, and that'll be next week.
Yeah,
so that'll be good. I don't remember that, so I'm gonna have to.
Because I sat there, I was like, he fought. I couldn't remember it either.
Actually, I might not watch that. The last couple I've watched, I want to be surprised, and we'll go into it like that. I don't think I'm gonna watch it because I honestly don't remember that match. So I'm definitely going to not watch that before.
Yeah, I don't remember it either, so I'm not going to watch it. Because I'm like, I remember, it's one of those forgotten ones, it must be, because I remember Brock and AJ, Brock and John, Brock and Triple H. It's a tough one.
Yeah, and it's...
I just looked at the poster. First person I saw on it, Mean Gene. Ugh.
Poor Mean Gene.
A lot of the legends on there. What do you think, by the way? I didn't ask you on Wednesday.
I'm only looking at dead people here.
Yeah. How'd it turn out? What do you think?
I like it. We didn't say it on the show, but I'm going to add a couple of my... I have some sports stuff I'm going to add to the walls here, but all the Sports Illustrated's up. Like it. Spartans flag, Steelers thing, Speaking of that, they're a dumpster fire.
That was one of the things.
That
was one of the things I had to put up for ex-wife.
You know what we need is to get like a Goodyear blimp, like a balloon one, and have it. Maybe that's what that could be on the fan. That could be the other one instead of a belt. Hang a blimp.
Dude, that'd be awesome.
And if not, if we find another belt, then
we could put a belt there and put the blimp in the center.
Yeah, we could hang it right on there.
Hang it down a little bit more and put it. I had to come in here and shut the fan off to make sure that if the switch gets flipped, the belts don't start flying all over the place.
I was gonna say that. What if it gets warm in here in the summer? And
I'll just bring another fan in.
Okay, I was about to say we have to turn that.
I'll bring a ground fan. I'll put it.
I say we do it, and whoever catches the money in the bank gets it.
In the summer though, it'll be the air will be on, so it'll be all right. See the like I said, I still have a close relationship with the ex-wife. So her parents are still, I love her parents. Are great people. They're still my in-laws. My parents are still essentially her in-laws. They actually, for Christmas and my birthday, got me those three right there that you see hanging up. So the first one, Spartan Stadium.
Okay.
Go green, go white, home of the Michigan State Spartans, and the next two. The Michigan State one and the Buckeye one. So it turned out great. Love them. And then, of course, you see... You got my Romo Miles Austin helmet there, signed, and then my signed Kyle Busch car. That's for Brandon. Notice where I put it, right above Brandon, where he'll sit eventually.
If he comes back.
Well, what are we going to do? How are we going to do this when it's the four of us? When it's Jake and Brandon, you and myself. How are we going to situate this?
I can
are you going to have to shift? I'll take it. Are you going to shift this way and I just slide over a little bit more?
No, we're going to make them cuddle because I need room for my laptop too. Since
that's what I mean.
We have a stat guy, but we're the only ones that have our laptops open doing
I know.
The research.
I have a laptop, and then I also have my phone, and then, of course, the
tablet.
The tablet going. And then I have the screen because I have to have the screen.
Yep. Well, and my laptop was about dead, so I had to shut her down.
Yeah. You like this one?
No. The Yankees suck.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta make sure I put in what we put in for our picks this week. I still haven't done that.
You could probably do it now while we're watching the match.
Yeah, you're right. I probably could.
Because the game started what time is it? So 10 a.m. So the first game is at 4:30 today. 4:35, I think. The Texans play.
Yeah,
and then Dallas tonight. I actually, I think I'm gonna go indoor golfing with Nate, and I think we're gonna watch the game.
Nice.
You said you wanted to do something. You texted me earlier in the week. So
I have to see what's going on later. Still got to see if it's my weekend for the kid. So he'll be passed out though by 8 o'clock. So I don't know if I want to do that.
Yeah, it's not going to work if you have the kid.
No.
Not at all. So, all right. Let's go back to the match here. We got way off topic there.
Yeah, go ahead. You cover this a little bit. I'll put these lines in now that I have this open. You
All
took
right.
Bama, right?
Yes.
And you stuck with the same score.
Yes, I did.
Because you and I are going to ride or die on this.
That's right.
We don't know what Jake took.
Devon, testify.
38-36.
You heard from him? I mean, you haven't heard from him since Wednesday.
I did. I texted him this morning because I'm like, dude, are you alive? And so what happened Wednesday is got into it with so his, I don't know what's up with him and his girlfriend, ex-girlfriend, whatever, and she took his phone and broke it.
That's no good.
Love it. So he got his phone back and then got pneumonia. Yummy. So I'm glad he's not here.
Yeah, no. If he could stay away until he's better, I hope he gets better, but do not come here because I don't want that.
No, hell no.
Yeah, I just got over being sick right before the holidays. I'd really prefer that I don't get sick after the holidays.
So we had Colts at Texans. What was the line on that? You remember?
It was like 1 or 2 for the
2.
Texans, yeah.
And then Seahawks
DDP.
at Cowboys. That was -1 for Cowboys.
DDP, man. Yeah, DDP, I wish he would have got a bigger run in the WWF. I don't like how they put him as like the creepy stalker guy with
Yeah, it was-
Undertaker's wife and then with Deborah, you know.
Which wife?
Sarah, his first wife.
Oh yeah,
the one he had
that was,
tattooed
I
on
thought
his
it was second
that
wife.
was, no, that was his first. That was when he got tattooed on
I
his
remember
neck.
Sarah,
Yeah, that he had to get removed. That he has removed now.
which is painful as shit.
Yeah, but it's Taker. He's a badass. Oh, and then Austin gets tagged, and the old-fashioned, the ref missed it. And then WCW pulling Kurt Angle back into the corner here, beating the shit out of him. Booker beating the crap out of him. Bubba beating the crap out of him. Here comes Rhino in. See if there's a Gore! 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 Oh, wait, no, not yet. DDP back in. Oh, with the diamond cutter. Oh, and here comes Taker. Oh, he's beating the shit out of DDP now. That's how you know it's good. They just had a great feud since he was just stalking his wife. Like you said, creepy feud. I don't like how they use DDP. And DDP's a great guy, too. Especially with his DDP yoga. And now just an all-out brawl is breaking out in the ring. And Austin's the only one standing outside the ring still doing nothing. There's the Gore. But he gored the wrong guy. Rhino gores Booker T. Jericho throwing him out. Did you see Michael Cole in this? He's wearing just like a t-shirt. I find that to be really odd.
Vince probably approved T-shirts back then.
Even JR's not. He's just wearing the button-up with his cowboy hat. Sassafras.
You think they All Elite goes and tries to get JR?
They could. I mean, chokeslam, Taker on DDP.
I just remember when we talked
Here
about
comes the
that.
last ride.
Brandon could be JR minus the Bell's palsy.
God. Are we bad people?
No, we're
No.
good people.
Okay, just making sure.
Remember, we donate a lot of money to charity.
That is true, we did. We'll have to do it again this year. Oh, there goes Charles Robinson. Little Nate going for the last ride.
Little Nate.
You know that's his nickname,
Yes, I do. I remember. I forgot about that.
right? Yep.
Little Nate.
And then Mike Chioda throwing him out of the ring. That's great. Bubba and Kane beating each other outside, beating each other up outside the ring. Oh, Taker chasing DDP out. They're gone. So now they're gone from the match. Crazy drunk lady. Austin hurt his knee. That guy has his shirt off. What in the world is going on in the crowd? They're in Cleveland, by the way. They're in the Gund Arena for this.
Interesting.
And I see why there's a lot of interesting people here.
The
Look at Michael Cole. Look at that shirt he's wearing. It looks so stupid. WWF.com shirt.
yeah. Can I put that up? The more you know.
Let's see what Kane's got here.
Dude, he was fucking enormous.
He looks the exact same. Austin with his
Well,
knee
he's not that
injury.
damn big though anymore. Holy God.
Oh, he's pretty close. Oh, he is, dude. I mean, he was always like, he's just
So
always a
big.
monster. He doesn't look like it because he wears suits now,
He wears suits.
being the mayor of Knoxville and all. And getting double teamed. Bubba Ray and Devon. Is he going to go through the table here? Oh, not the Spanish announce table. Poor Spanish announcers. Why do they always go to the Spanish announce table?
They're racist.
Why not any other table? Why not the normal table? What did the Spanish announcers ever do to deserve it?
They're announcers.
Oh boy, Dudley boys are pulling out wood. What?
I got you.
It's a table.
Uh-huh.
What do you think I was talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm assuming people are watching this also. We should probably tell them when we start watching these matches, so they can follow along.
That'd be a good idea.
Or did you say, oh no, it is going to be JR and Michael Cole's table. Oh, choke slam right to the announce table. Sorry, JR and Michael Cole.
And it broke down pretty quick.
That was a good one. Well, it's easy when you have a 300-pound man choke slamming a 250-pound man and not, a woman trying to do a moonsault who's like 170 pounds through it. Not even. Ugh, looked like it hurt. Rhino.
Gore.
You think maybe we're talking about Al Gore? Oh.
Did you know he created the internet?
Yes. Kane going through the Spanish announce table. Oh, and Carlos Cabrera goes down. Where's Hugo at? He didn't fall out of his chair. Good for him. So Undertaker and DDP are gone. Kane just went through the announce table. Devon just went through the announce table. Oh, and Jericho. Oh, just knocked Rhino through a table. So now they're down. So really you have Bubba Ray, Booker. There's carnage everywhere. Bubba Ray, Booker left, and Stone Cold's hurt. So who else is left from... I don't know who else is left from... Oh, Kurt Angle. He's in there. The Brawl. Everybody's down. There's Angle still in the ring, and Booker's still in the ring. There we go. This was, like you said, wonderful storyline. I like the end. Stone Cold still nursing that injury, but the camera work, man, look at this. Just go from guy to guy to guy as they tell the story. And I wish I was good as JR and Cole at doing that. You just keep talking and telling the story. What's going on? There's Hugo. Moved right out of the way. All right, Bubba and Booker got Kurt Angle to themselves.
Yeah, if I remember this, though, Angle kind of comes back out of this, right?
Yes. I think Angle is the one that wins this match. Because remember, that's when Stone Cold goes heel. And,
well, he doesn't win. He stuns Angle.
In this one? Mm-hmm. I thought it wasn't until Survivor Series.
No, he's on Team WWF.
Yeah, and that's when he turns on him?
Yeah.
Okay, I couldn't remember when he
turns
goes
on
heel.
him for the Invasion angle.
I couldn't remember.
It's not quite yet, though.
He turns back at... Does he turn back at Survivor Series? Is that what it is?
I can't remember.
I don't know.
Did he just kick the ref out?
I missed it. But this is the one because this leads into this leads into all their funny.
Yep, that's where he kicked the ref out.
This leads into all the funny stuff with the Jimmy Crack Corn and all that.
Jimmy Crack Corn, and I don't care.
Angle and Stone Cold, just wonderful.
You know what? Who picks after? We're back on rotation. So who picks after? Shit. I think it's me or Jeremy.
It's got to be
after Jason.
What about Jason? What is it? Is it Jason on Twitter?
Justin. I don't know if Justin's ever picked one for us.
I thought he did.
I don't think he has. Oh,
and Shane. Oh, that was a clean shot with the belt. Oh, Shane. Sorry. You're going.
Because I'm gonna pick. One of the ones I'm gonna pick is. I think I'm gonna pick Money in the Bank. I think it's 2011 when it's my turn.
Okay.
When CM Punk and Cena fought in Chicago.
Okay. I like that.
It'll be a good one once we get there. Here we go.
Booker tapping, but
Stone Cold throws the ref in.
Throwing Mike Chioda into the ring.
Mike Chioda in every match that's important in the history of wrestling.
Yep. Oh, Stone Cold kicks Angle, stuns him. Mike Chioda sees it all, and then puts Booker on Angle, telling him to count. Count, Chioda, count. With Vince down.
ECW original.
Yep. Actually, WCW original.
And then EC Dub. EC Dub.
Because he got fired by FedEx by Bischoff. That's when he cut his promo on ECW.
Yeah, that's right.
And then after this, they changed his music, and it was the worst. Like, the broken glass just didn't sound right.
No.
Not at all. I like, too, how you got those dumb, smart fans out there. That guy said Stone Cold screwed us or something like that. Like, how do you already know that? Dumb. JR all mad. How could he do it? But the best part is he's a heel and everyone still cheers him.
Music. He's just beating up everybody.
Yep. Flipping off angle. Heyman kneeling for him. Stephanie clapping for him. Shane happy for him. What a great heel turn. I mean, I would have been mad. There you go. Here's the beers. By the way, you know how they said that he was quitting drinking?
That was bullshit.
No, he's only doing it for like a month. It's his diet. So he's just dieting. It's like a month or 2 months, and then
he's like, I will never quit beer.
Yeah. If you could drink beer like he did, would you need to quit it?
No.
Is Stephanie even old enough to drink here?
2001?
She is.
She's got to be.
Jeez.
This is the first...
Pouring it on Vince.
They all the first time he didn't stun anybody?
Afterwards, yeah. Then flips off all the fans. It's great.
Great show.
Wonderful show.
Beautiful. And look at that. What's supposed to come on next?
Matt
the other
Riddle.
day.
Yep. First main event of 2019.
Nice. NXT. Oh, by the way, I noticed. I was looking into NXT. We said we would go to that someday if it came here. March 1st, Columbus. NXT.
When is that?
Friday night.
I have to look at that.
It's a potential. It's NXT live. Rather see a pay-per-view, of course.
Are they doing a pay-per-view?
No, it's just live.
Nah, I don't want to see that. I'd rather do NXT pay-per-view or NXT Bruce and Conrad pay-per-view. Or Bischoff. I'd like to see that one, too. I think I would almost rather do that than go to a show almost sometimes, if it was close. I've been tweeting them from our burner account.
I saw that.
Like, yeah, you need to come to Toledo or come to Detroit or Columbus or Cleveland.
Will they ever, though?
I mean, they were in Columbus, so...
No, I mean, will they ever come back, like, to Toledo? I know they were in Columbus.
Probably not. I mean, this is the thing, is that I like their podcast, but they want you to, like, find the place and all that, or help them, get a place. Like, dude, do it in the Seagate Center.
Ex-wife's garage.
The problem is that they, the problem is that, I don't know, like, the seating that we had, it was literally like a little hall, it was like the hall we did for the charity event. It was like that, and they've just put seats in there, and they just were on stage and talk. So the Seagate Center would probably be too big, but I think they could sell it. I could see it. You get a lot of people. I mean...
What about...
I thought it was fun.
We could do, like, Premiere, where you saw your boy.
Yep.
That'd be a good one.
There's places. I mean, there's a lot of... And then, like I said, they do a thing like a...
Dude, we could do it at, like, FT Golf Course.
Yeah, I mean, they do, like, a Dirty Dozen. You find, they do, like, a dinner beforehand, all that. So, it's interesting. It would be cool if they did. I don't know if they will, because they just do big cities, it seems like. But we'll see.
And they got to fly out and everything, and yeah.
But the money they make on it, I don't think, that probably covers all that.
Oh, yeah. They make bank.
They, absolutely. They make bank off the podcast and just WWE Network alone.
Right.
But that would be cool. I know they were in... Who was in Detroit? Was he in Detroit? I think they were in Detroit. Yeah, because when Jason and I first were talking about, like, when we first started listening, it was like we were just getting into it, and then we heard the Detroit stuff, but it was like a week after they were there. And I think that was Bruce and... I know that was just Bruce. Conrad couldn't make that one. So then we ended up going to that one in Columbus last year. in March or April or whenever it was.
Right.
And that was fun. I thought it was good. They tell hilarious stories. They're really cool, you know. They do a little meet and greet because we did the VIP, so go up there, ask them a couple questions, shake their hand, get their picture, you know, autograph, all that stuff. So it was cool. But I would like to see Bischoff. That would be really sweet.
Eric Bischoff. Did you, so, let's see, what did, gosh, what the hell have they done recently? The 80, something to wrestle with. They just did, what did they do recently? Foley wins the title. That's the one they did most recent.
And the thing, since I found 83 Weeks
That was 20 years ago.
Yeah, since I found 83 Weeks on Spotify, now I'm like catching all up on that. So I'm going to be a little bit behind on the Something to Wrestle one. But we'll get there.
Oh, you just found that? 83 weeks?
Well, no, I mean,
So
I've listened to it on iTunes, but
Yeah.
I always forget where I'm at. When I'm on Spotify, I know where I'm at.
You know exactly where you are.
Because on iTunes, it skips around and shit, and it's not. I don't like
And
using iTunes.
this will show you like
So-
how far you were in. It'll play it right
Yeah.
where you left off.
So I haven't been. I looked on Spotify like in probably August or September, and it wasn't there.
Mm-hmm.
And then when I just went on vacation here recently, and I was at home just sitting there cleaning up stuff in my office, I was looking at it, and I was like, oh, it's on Spotify, so I'm going to go back through and listen to all of them again.
Right. And so we'll have to decide too. We might have to just sit there and kind of schedule these out on which ones we want to watch and just put some in between there. Because I do want to watch Money in the Bank 2011. We got to do a Royal Rumble before the Rumble. We'll have to pick a Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
We should ask.
We don't even need to ask. Let's just do. We'll either do Shawn Michaels or we'll do Stone Cold's first win. Which one? Do Shawn Michaels?
Yeah, that's 94. 95, whatever you want to say. When him and Bulldog start off 1 and 2.
Yeah.
That was a good one. Yeah, we can do that. Or we can do the one with, I mean, there's so many. Ric Flair. You could do the one with...
we could do the next 2 weeks after... Do we pick one, wait? Whose turn is it? We didn't decide that, did we?
Well, we got Jason doing one. When is... So
yeah. So after Jason's.
Yeah, because... so that'll be the 12th. We're doing Jason's. 19th we'll do...
When's the Royal Rumble?
27th.
Oh, so we can get 2 weeks of Royal Rumbles in then.
Yeah, because we'll wait on Money in the Bank. We'll save that to February.
Yeah.
So let's do 19th. We'll do...
Isn't Money in the Bank February anyways?
No, it's... I think that's Hell in a Cell.
Oh, yeah. No, Hell in a Cell is like... They just did that.
Maybe it is Money in the Bank.
You would think it would be after WrestleMania, though, so they can use it for a year, but I can't remember.
I'm going to look that up right now since I can quickly look at the pay-per-view schedule for WWE while we're thinking about it. Oh, gosh, I can't go all the way back. 2019. Here we go. We've got Royal Rumble, Elimination Chamber. That's what I always forget.
Okay.
And then, of course, we've got Fastlane, which is always in Cleveland.
Or Columbus.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, it's been in Cleveland the last couple of years, I feel like.
Yeah, it's just not... It's a shitty pay-per-view. I don't even watch
Oh,
it.
you were right. It was in Columbus.
Yeah.
I went to it in 16 with Brandon and his wife and me and ex-wife. And that was in Cleveland, and we got the tickets for free. And like I said, you remember that. I can ask sometimes and get the hookup on the tickets.
Holler if you hear me.
Holler if you hear me.
Oh, I thought that's what you're talking about with your hookup.
Yeah, exactly. So let's do, what do we got? The Royal Rumbles.
So 94 will be the first one we do after Jason's Brock versus Orton. So 94 is when Shawn, and then you want to do 97, Stone Cold's first one, or do you want to do...
I like 97. That's a good one. Because I know, aren't the guys doing 99? And I want to steer away from them.
Yeah.
I want to steer away from what they're doing.
Or we could do Flair's in 92, whichever.
So 89, 90. I'm just going through like which ones we had. So 91. Who had that one? Oh, that was when Hulk Hogan beat Brandon in the Royal Rumble.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
And then 92, like you said, was Rick and Psycho Sid. 93 was the tie.
Yeah, I don't want to do that one.
No.
That's lame.
It was fun, but it was lame. 94, I believe, is no. That 94 was when that was the tie.
Yeah, that was Luger and Bulldog, right?
Luger and Hart.
Luger and Hart.
And then 93. Gosh, who was the other? Oh God, I don't know. We're just gonna skip that one.
What was 93?
Zuna. Yoko.
Oh, yeah.
I always forget about that one.
Yep.
That's why I keep saying 94. So 95 was when Sean got his first one. So we'll do 95. And then 96 was Sean again.
Yeah, he went back to back. That's right.
And but we're not going to do that, obviously. And then 97.
Stone Cold.
Yeah, so we can do whichever one you want, man.
Let's do 95 and 97 then.
All right.
So Sean's first one, Stone Cold's first one.
So we'll do 95 on the 19th.
Maybe that'll get Brandon to show up to do Stone Cold's first Royal Rumble win.
On the 26th?
Maybe.
Is that when that is? Wait a minute. I got to look back at my calendar here.
Yeah, it would be. Should be.
Yeah, because I don't know my damn days.
Now it's New Year. You don't need to.
Today's the 5th, so 12th, 19th, 26th, yeah. So we'll just have to tell him. I guess we'll see. We're going to find out on the, I think it's the 14th. We're going to find out if we'll have Brandon back in the end of January or if we're waiting until February.
Oh, Jesus.
So we're going to see. Good luck to you, buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What he said.
Because Stone Cold E.T. needs you back on the show, damn it.
Yeah, we want to hear you. Now that we're finally watching wrestling, you're not here out of all times not to be here.
I know, because he brings the fun. And hopefully Stat Guy returns someday, Jake. We'll see.
Not being sick.
Yeah.
We will give you time off. Just, God, do not come back sick. That is disgusting.
You can request time off. Please put in your PTO request form.
We'll just give him FMLA.
Do we get... No, he doesn't get an FMLA. Does he get points for no showing the show twice?
Well, I mean, he gave a valid excuse at least afterwards, so...
Yeah, but people do that at work. Would they get away with it? Oh, my dog ate my ID badge.
I mean, if the people at work still have days to use, yes. But if they were really in the... I mean, if I got into a car accident, my phone was broken and couldn't call in and nobody knew where I was and I was in the hospital overnight, then my work would let me... Yes, it would be fine. But then I also never call off, and I worked over 3,000 hours last year, so...
I'm the same way. What's calling off like?
I don't know. I did it one time, and that was because they wouldn't give me the vacation day that they said they put in. So I told them I'm just going to call off. And they're like, you can't do that. So I went to work, or I sat in the parking lot and called them because I was going on vacation. My flight was booked already, and I had 2 weeks. I put in my vacation day before, and they lost it. So they said I couldn't use vacation.
Shit.
I said, well, I've never called off, so I know that I have 5 call-off days. So I'm just going to do that. They go, you can't do that. They go, wait until I clock out, go sit in the parking lot, and then call off. And that's exactly what I did.
Really?
Yep. I went right into the parking lot, called the night shift supervisor. Yep, I'm not going to be in tomorrow. Okay. I already booked my flight, so should have put my vacation day in.
And they didn't.
And the best part is I got a free vacation day out of it because I didn't get to use it then.
Works out. A fun way to look at it. Do you have so many days that you can put yours in, or you got to wait?
Realistically, if you're like, to put it in, you have to have a 14-hour notice. But we are lenient on the good workers, the people who show up and work the extra time and all that.
I don't want to say.
But normally people don't do that.
I don't want to say we require a week, but it's within reason. We just give it to people.
Yeah.
And another thing, we still need to go see Vice, and we still need to go do. Damn it! That was a restaurant we keep talking about.
Angelo's.
We got to get that scheduled. We get the girlfriend, hot friend. Hopefully, when Brandon returns, we'll get him.
Maybe
And
there'll be a celebration for him.
And the wife. Yeah, no shit. If we do, we're celebrating. We're gonna, dude. If he does, I don't care. We will go out and we'll put. You know what we'll do? We'll put him in an ET mask. We can all put masks on. Nobody will know it's us, and we'll all do Stone Cold. We'll Stone Cold beers for him.
Well, we just said it, so now everyone's going to know it's us in ET masks.
Shit.
Sorry. We're not going to be able to now.
Well,
we'll have to wait till next time.
Better luck next year. That's not very nice. All right.
That's
well,
not very nice.
I think we've dragged this on long enough.
Yeah, way too long.
Yes. So, thanks to the sponsors, the supporters. You know what? I'm not even going to thank him. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night.
Sorry, sponsors. Maybe next week.